ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is James Spann. You've clicked onto our Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, the 14th day of August. Looks like a string of dry days for Alabama, and a tropical storm seems to be firing up just northeast of the Leeward Islands. What's up with that? Well, let's go out the window this morning and check some of the Skycam images around the vast ABC 3340 Skycam network. There's a look at downtown Birmingham, looking south from the top of the Daniel Building. The skies become clear. Should be a sunny day and a warmer day today. We'll be pushing 90 this afternoon. Up in Walker County, always a nice shot there of downtown Jasper as seen from the Skycam on top of the King Building. And from Cullman, we are looking west from the top of the water treatment tower there in Cullman. And a clear sky, very comfortable out there this morning. Readings well down in the 60s. Water vapor satellite shot the wave that brought that soaking rain day before yesterday as well to the east of Chesapeake Bay. And we've got a broad trough over the east and some convection out there across the plain states. And that looks like the wettest part of our great nation over the next 5 days. Expected rain through Monday evening of next week. Texas north to Kansas and southern Nebraska and Louisiana up through Missouri. Some 3 and 4 inch rains possible there. Around here it's suggesting about 1/2 inch, and I just don't know if we even get that much, as the deeper moisture will stay west of here through early next week. Well, let's look at our tropical mischief. There's a look at wave number 1. The second wave not looking too organized, so we'll focus on the lead wave. And it seems to be getting its act together finally this morning, just northeast of the Leeward Islands. And the model consensus is good. And all of the models are suggesting a turn to the north before reaching the Gulf and before reaching Florida. So more and more, now there's no guarantee on this, it's looking like a storm that will not be a Gulf of Mexico storm, but an Atlantic coast storm, a coastal runner parallel to the east coast of the United States. Now, how close will it get to Florida? We just don't know that yet. These models are suggesting it will stay well offshore, but I still think it might be close to make our friends in Miami and Daytona pretty nervous. But certainly everybody from Miami and Key West all the way to Boston is going to have to watch this one next week. We'll look at the GFDL, and you can clearly see it takes it and develops it into a pretty formidable hurricane. The northward turn is very clear coming up through the Bahamas, and it's got it recurving off the Atlantic coast. Could it stay off the coast? Absolutely. Maybe that's what's going to happen. It'll be a recurving storm just offshore. But it could be close enough to bring some wind and rain to anybody on the South Atlantic coast early next week. But again, the odds of this impacting Alabama are growing smaller and smaller, as well as the odds of this thing staying out of the odds of it coming into the Gulf are looking smaller and smaller. So our friends in New Orleans and Mobile can breathe a little easier. But remember, tropical storms can have a mind of their own, so we'll still keep watching it carefully. Here's the GFS at 1 o'clock today. Look at the trough over the eastern half of the country. Goodness gracious, that doesn't look like August. Down below that, Alabama should be dry. Shows a little sliver of moisture over Georgia even there. I'm not so sure it rains much at all today. And again, we'll be up there close to 90, but the humidity will be low, a fairly comfortable day, but not as cool as recent days, of course. Tomorrow, dry air means mostly sunny and warm. Same thing on Saturday. We think showers should be from Mississippi on west, like the GFS is showing here. And pretty much the same deal on Sunday. So a relatively dry period coming up. And, of course, we note the tropical system. This will be called Faye if it gets a name, and I think it will. Approaching the Bahamas. In fact, let's go to the NAM higher resolution model. That's Sunday, and that's looking pretty good there. That deal is coming up on the southeastern Bahamas, and it certainly looks like the models are in good agreement here with that. Of course, again, you see that, and you think, boy, everybody in Miami, that could be pretty bad, but hopefully the models will be correct in that northward turn. Now, Monday of next week, trough over the Northeast U.S. with a weakness down the coast. That'll help to turn that thing north. And the GFS really doesn't show a tight surface low, but that big mass of moisture is turning north. And again, note we stay dry Monday, and Tuesday of next week, it's the same deal. There could be some flooding issues here west of here. I mean, every day, Louisiana, Arkansas, eastern Texas just pounded by rain and storms. And Wednesday of next week, it's the same deal. I promise we're showing you different maps. So let's jump out there later in the month. How about the 27th? Westerlies up north. Let's go below that, and some kind of tropical system shows up just east of Daytona Beach. And a couple of days later, nice trough digging down into the central plain states. And down below that, the model has some kind of tropical thing sitting in the eastern Gulf. So I really do think the Florida Peninsula is going to have some issues here in coming weeks, if not from this first one. Maybe from some other ones coming down the pike, but the tropics are indeed coming alive. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.